Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the call this morning?
हरे कृष्ण वर्धना माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। शिला प्रभुपाद के जय, गुरु महाराज के जय। प्रीतिदास जी from Charlotte, हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Cincinnati.
Hare Krishna Yashamati Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Prabhuji, please go ahead with your introduction, please.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, all glories to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devi Dasi from Dalai.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Mataji, please accept my obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Parampavani Shama Devi Dasi from Baltimore. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Parampara. Sorry,
Parampavani.
Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sushmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna Shishmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Mataji, can we start introduction or we'll wait for some more time?
Yeah, we can do speaker introduction, Mataji, maybe. And
Yes.
then we can pause.
Okay then, Mataji. Welcoming all of you to the Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Nityananda Prabhu. Prabhuji is going to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, chapter 5, verse number 27. Before diving into the call, I will hand out the call to Sureshwar Shyam Prabhuji for a brief introduction of Nityananda Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please take out the call, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Here is a brief introduction about Prabhuji. His Grace Nityananda Prabhuji is a senior brahmachari from Sri Sri Radha Gopinath temple. Nityananda Prabhuji originally hails from Ramnathpuram, which is Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. He joined the ashram at the young age of 19. He served for a decade in Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Mandir and then studied under the auspices of Srila Prabhupada's disciple, His Grace Gopi Purandana Prabhuji, for 3 years. He preaches in English and Tamil languages. Hare Krishna Mataji, back to you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much, Prabhuji. We'll wait for a couple of minutes until Prabhuji join. We'll continue our chanting. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Prabhuji will join after 2-3 minutes. Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Yeah, we'll continue our chanting, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Vishnu Krishna Srimad Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, 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 Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Sanga. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Yeah, Prabhuji joined, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
1 second. It did not connect to the audio. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Nityananda Prabhuji, Dhanraj Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for for giving your valuable association and time this morning and enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. I'll hand over the call to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sorry for the delay. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhavati Naishtiki Maya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Vindaya Namo Namaha. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th chapter, verse number 27. The chapter entitled Prahlad Maharaj, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. Santihi asadhavo loke durmaitras chadmaveshinaha tesham mudeti agham kale prokapatakinam iva. Santihi asadhavo loke durmaitras chadmaveshinaha tesham mudeti agham kale prokapatakinam iva. Santihi asadhavo loke durmaitras chadmaveshinaha tesham mudeti agham kale prokapatakinam iva. Synonyms: Santi or he indeed, asadhavaha dishonest persons, loke within this world, durmaitraha cheating friends, chadmaveshinaha wearing false garbs, tesham all of them, udeti arises, agham the reactions of sinful life, kale in due course of time, rogaha disease, patakinam of sinful men, eva like. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In due course of time, various types of diseases are manifest in those who are sinful. Similarly, in this world, there are many deceptive friends in false garbs, but eventually, because of their false behavior, their actual enmity becomes manifest. Purport. Being anxious about the education of his boy Prahlada, Hiranyakashipu was being very much dissatisfied, and Prahlad began teaching about devotional service. Hiranyakashipu immediately regarded the teachers as his enemies in the garb of friends. In this verse, the words Roga Patakinam Eva refers to disease. It is the most sinful of the miserable condition of material life. Jadma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Disease is the symptom of the body of a sinful person. The Smriti Shastra says, Brahmaha Kshaya Rogi Syat Swarupas Syavadantakaha Swarnaharitu Baki, Duscharma, Gurutalpagaha. The murderers of the Brahmanas are later afflicted by tuberculosis. Drunkards become toothless. Those who have stolen gold are afflicted by diseased nails. And sinful men who have sexual connection with the wife of a superior are afflicted by leprosy and similar skin disease. ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगन रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। सप्तकांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, beautiful chapter called Prahlad Maharaj, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj, Nrsingadev, the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj are very much relished by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Often you would hear hundreds times the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. Mahaprabhu would say again and again to restart the same pastimes. So that much is important, these pastimes. The life of Prahlad Maharaj is the epitome of humility, the epitome of sincerity, absorption, compassion. In one personality, so many great qualities are present. Yeah, the scripture says the ornament of the Vaishnavas are not any gold or silver or any silken clothes or something. The ornament of the Vaishnavas are the good qualities, great qualities. So the great good qualities are decorated the Vaishnavas, and they are the real ornaments of the Vaishnavas. So very often we hear Prahlad Maharaj is the epitome of such an opulence he had, that he exhibited the great Vaishnava qualities. That's why Prahlad Maharaj also appeared in the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Vasudeva Datta. We hear very often. And also, we understand that how Prahlad Maharaj, even though he got the darshan of Nrsimhadevi, got the special favor of Nrsimhadevi, but his dispositions are seen. I think in later chapters it will come about regarding the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj, how he offers his prayers to Nrsimhadevi. Brahmadaya Suragana Manayotta Siddhaha Sattvaikatana Kathayo Vachasam Pravahehi Naraditum Purugunair Adhunapi Piprahu Kim Toshtumarhari Same Harirugrajati. Prahlad Maharaj was small kid, small child, innocent child. When Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb, he got the grace of Narada Muni, was fully immersed in hearing Krishna Katha. So simultaneously, father and son acquired opulences. When Hiranyakashipu was performing his austerities in the forest, severe austerities, standing on one leg and the toe of his leg and raising his hands, and practically his body is being eaten by ants, practically surviving through his bones, is such a severe austerities. Hiranyakashipu amassed the great siddhis, great wealth. He amassed so much of boons from Lord Sri Brahma. So at the same time, in the womb of Kayadu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu, when the small child was probably, as the child in the womb, he may not have been called as Prahlad. Only when he comes out of the womb, he is named. I don't know what he is called that time. Nevertheless, in the womb, the small child is receiving another great wealth directly from Narada Muni. So simultaneously, father and son received something very great, which is not in their capacity to achieve. By Brahmaji's grace, father acquired mystic siddhis. Father acquired great power, great opulence, through great powers by which he is going to get unrivaled kingdom, conquering both earth and heaven. Father, he underwent a lot of difficulties of performing austerities, but with not so much of an effort, Prahlad in the womb, a small child, received opulence from Narada Muni, great grace from Narada Muni. So one is the ascending process, another is a descending process, Srila Prabhupada would say. Hiranyakashipu is working hard, practically forcing Brahmaji that he has to give him benediction, otherwise he would continue his tapasya. And these austerities are not just giving pleasure to all, it is giving so much of pain. The fire emanating from his head is practically burning the universe. So Brahmaji has to come and stop his tapasya. So that kind of austerities, which is painful to him also, and it is painful for others also while performing. And the power which he got, neither that powers really gave him any satisfaction or happiness. The Bhagavatam says he was always restless, always, so much of an anxiety. His eyes would always roll because of intoxication. one small child made his life miserable. So his austerities while performing for himself or others is created pain. And the fruit of his austerities also neither gave him so much of satisfaction, or it gave him pain for himself as well as to others also. But here we see Prahlad Maharaj. He did not undergo such a great difficulties. He was just staying in the womb of his mother. And Narada Muni just speaking, she has to just hear that. And not that like Hiranyakashipu, he went to the forest looking for. Narada Muni came towards him on himself and he was instructing. So this is a descending process, the grace is descending. So without much of a difficulty, Prahlad Maharaj got the greatest opulence. What is it? Krishna Prema, Krishna consciousness. Takridanako balo jadavasthan manastaya Krishna graha grahitatma naveta jagadidrusham. So he was absorbed in Krishna. Krishna graha grahitatma Nashtakrido nakobhala. He was not inclined towards playing like any ordinary child would be attracted. He was not at all attracted towards playing or any other childhood habits. But he was completely absorbed in Krishna. Jadavasthan manastaya. Why? Because he was conquered or he was being influenced by a particular planet. In this world, people are behaving very drastically. It's due to the influence of planets. But Prahlad Maharaj also, his behavior is not understood by many people. Even his friends are wondering what Prahlad, all the time you are just sitting and just meditating on something. Meditation is not for child. Why you are not into any other ordinary activities like any other child would do? So they are not able to understand. So they thought that he is kind of a ghost haunted due to some planetary influence or something. But definitely was influenced by a certain particular planet. What is the planet? Bhagavatam says, Krishna graha grahitatma naveta jagadi drusham. Krishna graha grahitatma. He is being influenced by a graha or a planet called Krishna. When the Krishna graha touches a person, then he becomes completely mad. He doesn't even know what is going on around him. That was an influence Prahlad Maharaj got. So Hiranyakashipu was influenced by his own karma. He was influenced by his own misgivings, misdeeds. So, but Prahlad Maharaj was influenced by not any other ordinary influence, but directly Krishna Graha Grahita. So that's why we see that Prahlad Maharaj and Hiranyakashipu, personalities of contrast. So Prahlad Maharaj his opinion is that to perform Krishna consciousness, Krishna's devotional service appears to be more easier than performing simple activities. Going to hell is more difficult than going to spiritual world. Why? Because going to hell means you have to perform all kinds of sinful activities. But even if a person performs sinful activities and he gains so much of his desirable objects, satisfaction is not at all there. Hiranyakashipu is all the time in anxiety, never peaceful. Ravana was never peaceful, all the time in anxiety. But at the same time, you find Hanumanji or Prahlad Maharaj is self-satisfied, always happy. That's why they could find no difference between enemies and friends. But Hiranyakashipu could not relate. He was thinking that I conquered heaven. I received benediction from not ordinary person, from directly from Brahma himself. But I am not so peaceful and satisfied and happy. But this fellow, where he is getting the power from? How he is fearless? How he is unharmed by all the difficulties I am giving? So that he himself was wondering. Why? What is the secret? The secret is Krishna Graha Grahitatma Naveta Jagadi Drusham. Srila Prabhupada would say that the materialistic karmis are always working so hard from morning till from whole day and whole night. And whole day they work hard, and the night they indulge in sinful activities. But the devotees, we don't work so hard like the karmis. But Prabhupada would say that as I was walking in one particular garden, Prabhupada would say that, see, this garden is beautifully made. The karmis worked hard to make this garden, but they don't have time to enjoy it. The devotees are going for a walk, but we don't do any of this work, but we are enjoying. It's like the rat, the mouse digs hole, but then the hard work digs the hole. Then the snake comes and he eats the mouse and he uses that hole as his residence. So in this way, the devotional service, one great Madhvacharya, he writes that the holy name of the Lord is available for free, and Krishna has given you the tongue and mouth. But by chanting the holy name, one can go to the Vaikuntha, which is available free. But still, is it not amazing that people are waiting to go to hell, which require a lot of endeavor to enjoy great opulence and wealth? If you don't have, if you want to steal, you have to work hard. To become intoxicated, one has to have at least some money to buy that, and to you have to get a lot of difficulties to drink that. Meditating, generally the meats are considered more costlier than the vegetables available. So illicit relationship is also not easy. So in this way, to perform sinful activities, one has to work hard and endeavor more. But to lead a simple Krishna conscious lifestyle, it doesn't require so much of a hard endeavor compared to at least the material endeavor. What it requires is that complete surrender, the mental attitude. That's what Srila Prabhupada would say. Krishna consciousness is simple, but its application is difficult. What sense? It's so simple that complicated person may miss it. So this way, Prahlad Maharaj, who approached the descending process, that let the grace become upon me. So the grace, Krishna's grace came through Narada Muni and Kayadu. In the womb of Kayadu, through the descending process, Prahlad Maharaj got this treasure of Krishna Prema. On the other hand, Hiranyakashipu, in spite of all his endeavor, through the ascending process, he wanted to conquer. He thought he is intelligent. He thought he is powerful. He thought he can defy the laws of the material nature. But he became the laughing stock at the end by the power of Narsinghadev. So, in spite of this hard work and great effort, what Hiranyakashipu achieved, and Prahlad Maharaj, what he achieved just by waiting for the grace to descend upon him. So when he compared these two things, it makes sense that to achieving the greatest gift in our life, in Krishna consciousness, is only thing a person should do is that just wait for the grace, receive it with open hand. That's what the pastime of Prahlad Maharaj. Ravana, again, we see in the Ramayana, he did so much of difficulty, austerities, tapasya, similar to Hiranyakashipu. He endeavored hard, conquering one person after another person. He conquered so many demigods. He went to Yamaloka. He challenged Yamaraj. Finally, on the advice of Brahma, Yamaraj gave up. He challenged Varuna. Varuna said, I am too old to fight with you. So all the demigods, they could not do anything to Ravana. Even Indra, who was defeated by his son of Ravana, Indrajit, with so much of endeavor of conquering everybody, Ravana amassed the great power and wealth and prestigious position. He was living in Swarna Lanka. He stolen beautiful women from various races and various places. So, with a lot of hard work, he amassed so much of wealth and opulence and the sources of enjoyment. But in spite of doing all these things, in spite of achieving all these things, finally, he could not really enjoy them. He was always in anxiety. One monkey came and destroyed his peace. Hanumanji came and he thought he is going to insult Hanumanji. But Hanumanji made mockery out of Ravana, that he, with the same fire which Ravana lit on Hanumanji's tail, he burned the whole Lanka. It was shocking for Ravana. With all this hard endeavor, Ravana, he was kidnapped. He devised a lot of plans to kidnap Mother Sita, sending Maricha, and he himself going in disguise and kidnapping Mother Sita, he thought this is the Sita I'm kidnapping. But actually he's kidnapping Maya Sita. Before Ravana's coming, Sita Devi was taken by Agni Deva. In the place of Sita Devi, Maya Sita, Vedavati was kept. And Ravana, he thought that he is kidnapping Mother Sita, but he is kidnapping somebody else. Okay, at least did he get her? While going again, Jatayu fought him, and there was a severe fight. Ravana was very much wounded. He was literally the verge of defeat. Somehow or other, because of the using the situation from Jatayu's old age, Ravana very cunningly killed him, and he took Maya Sita away, and he kept her in Ashokavartika. So with all these endeavors, he could never get Sita in his hand. Finally, Ravana was killed by Lord Ram. So Ravana wanted to get Sita, he wanted to kill Ram, but he ended up in giving him his own life. So because of this envy, even though they did so much of hard work, finally what they got nothing. He lost all his possessions, he lost his Swarnalanka, he lost his wife. All this for what? To get Sita. Neither he got Sita, he lost himself in the battlefield. At the same time, we see Vibhishan. Often is a very so nice lesson from Ramayana, that he came neither for Sita nor for Ram. Shurpanaka again, she wanted Ram for her own selfish enjoyment. She wanted to kill Sita Devi. So Ravana and Shurpanaka, they wanted either either Ram or Sita Devi, not together. But Vibhishan came. Nivedayada Shipram Mam Vibhishanam Upastitam. He said that the brother of Ravana have come. Please go and tell Ram that I have come here to take shelter. Vibhishana came for what? He didn't come for either Sita or for Ram. He came just for Sita Ram. He wanted Sita Ram Seva. So because he came for service of Sita and Ram, what happened? Sakruteva prapannaya tavasmin nidhichaya chate abhayam sarvata tasmai varam vetam mama. Ram said that I will definitely give you my shelter. My shelter has already been bestowed upon him. Go and bring him O Sugriva. So that was the grace Ram bestowed upon Vibhishana. And though Vibhishana did not come for anything else, he only came just for service of Sita and Ram. but automatically as a byproduct, after he got Seva to Ram, so much of nice service he performed for Ram, winning over his brother Ravana. But at the end, Ram coronated him as a king of Lanka. So even though Vibhishan left all his opulent position and post and everything back in Lanka and came just to serve Sita and Ram, but as a byproduct, by that descending grace, Vibhishan also got Swarna Lanka. So here we see that Hiranyakashipu or Ravana, they worked very hard, they endeavored very hard, but they could not actually enjoy what they got. They could not really able to get everything what they like. But on the other hand, the devotees, without much endeavor, because they are the process of descending process, the grace should descend. They are waiting for the grace, and they become more easily and beyond their imagination. They got the grace. That is what the devotion service. That without much of an endeavor, without much of an effort, the Krishna consciousness process, such the Prabhupada writes, nectar of instruction. The efficacy of Krishna consciousness is such that anybody who are taken to this process, it automatically drags them to the ultimate success, that is Krishna Prema. It's called the highway, Raja Marga. One can go in US and all, they got great lanes, roads. You can just keep the vehicle in particular mode and it automatically takes you. Like that, they say that you can run in this path and one achieves grace, the destination for sure. So compared to the other process, which are so difficult, in the Madhuri Kadam and Chakravarti is beautifully analyzing the difference between Bhakti Yoga and other processes. The other processes are depending on Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is independent. The other process require a lot of rules and regulation to become a Karma Yogi or a Jnana Yogi. You have to have a lot of rules and regulation, and you have to have a lot of qualifications. If you at the same time, not only you have qualification, the fruit is not easily achieved. And in the process of other paths, if you neglectful or perform some mistakes, the fall is more greater than the achievements. The example given when the Brahmanas perform yajna ceremonies, if they mispronounce certain mantras, then the opposite results happens. So we find in the episode of Vritrasura, because of the improper pronunciation, instead of a person should emerge from the fire sacrifice who can kill Indra, who can kill Indra, but what happened because of the wrong pronunciation, a person emerged who will be killed by Indra. So in this way, the other processes are very difficult, and even if you perform slight mistake also, the fall is like the opposite reactions are very heavy. But in devotional service, even a person commits mistakes, still the compared to the achievement, compared to the benefit, this is insignificant. So this is when you're comparing these things, Sakyapad is concluding that who is a foolish person? He who rejects such a path of devotion service and takes to other processes which are so difficult. Such a foolish person, what we can tell about him. So this way, the path of devotion service, the path of Bhakti Yoga, is the grace of Krishna, is very sublime and sweet. At the same time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Iha jani nanu ragaha. That even though Lord have invested all his potencies in the holy name, but still my mind is not attracted or attached to the holy name. But there is no rati developed in chanting of the holy name. So Srila Prabhupada would say that even though it is simple, it is so easy, but still in Kali Yuga, people are becoming so difficult that they are not able to take to this. Yesterday was Mahashivratri. So I was just saying what's going on in Mahashivratri generally in the country, in India. So many groups, they're celebrating Shivratri, staying whole night. And so many organizations, so many great so-called famous sadhus and all. But practically, when you see that it is Lord Shiva is just as a nameplate, or he is just like excuse. They are promoting themselves. They're not even gone one step near to Lord Shiva. Maybe sometime they're chanting Shiva's name in some mantras and chanting. Maybe insignificant benefit. But how much they're able to penetrate, how much they're able to understand such a huge arrangements, organization, so much of advertisement, so much of thousands and thousands, millions of people are going. But here, Krishna consciousness is so sweet and sublime. It is available, but it is people simply miss it. So in this particular situation, Mahaprabhu's grace, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace, that he is giving in this age of Kali, Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunaya Avatirana Kalau Savarpayitam Munadojala Swabhakti Shriyam Hari Purata Sundar Ridigatamba Sandipita Das Dekhandare Sparatuva Sachinandana. This Sachinandana is giving Anarpita Charim Chirat, what that has been not offered for a long time in this world. That is offering in this age of Kali. Sublime thing in this age of Kali. Freely. That is a grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Without Mahaprabhu's grace, what is a chance that in this, at least as we are at least coming to this path of devotional service. So that he is giving us very freely. So the devotional service is very simple, very profound and very sublime. And that becomes even more simpler and sublime and easily available. And the pinnacle of devotional service, that is prema. Bhakti, when it becomes matured, it turns into prema. That prema is offered by Mahaprabhu very easily, without looking at who is qualified, who is unqualified. That is the grace of Sri Mahaprabhu. Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunaya Avatirna Kalau. Kalau. Why is Karunaya? Because he is merciful, because he appeared in the age of Kali and offering us this unimaginable fortune. And that Mahaprabhu's grace is available through Nityananda Prabhu. Mahaprabhu told Nityananda Prabhu that I am a sannyasi. Mahaprabhu was performing his pastimes in Navadvip as Nimai Pandit, Gaura Sundara, husband of Vishnu Priya, son of Sachi Devi. But people did not take him so seriously. And many Brahmanas in Navadvip, many people are criticizing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that this Nimai is just destroying everything. He is spoiling everything. He is simply chanting his holy name where it is mentioned. This is so many antagonistic way of thinking. And even one Brahmana cursed Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu thought that in order to deliver all these people, I need to take sannyas. So taking the Brahmana's curse on him, happily, smilingly, Mahaprabhu took sannyas. And he said, Mahaprabhu's purpose of taking sannyas is that in order to deliver these people who doesn't listen to me, who doesn't take me seriously, especially certain group of people, Kashir Mayavadis, so I will take sannyas to deliver them. When I take sannyas, they'll respect me, they'll offer obeisances to me, they will hear me. In this way, they will be delivered. So Mahaprabhu took sannyas to deliver the fallen souls. Now the same Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Nityananda Prabhu that I have become a sannyasi, I have got restriction, I can't go anywhere and everywhere. But Nitai, you should get married. And when you are married, being a married person, you can go to various places and deliver this Krishna consciousness. So Nityananda Swarupa, Avadhuta, he was, after he left his home from Ekachakra, he was staying as a brahmachari for years together. And he's called Avadhuta because he is completely pure, beyond any varna and ashrama. And now, say Mahaprabhu is asking in Nityananda Prabhu in Jagannath Puri that you should get married. So, we understand that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas to deliver the fallen souls, such as Kashir Maya. So, he took sannyas to deliver the fallen souls, and say Mahaprabhu is asking Nityananda Prabhu to get married to deliver the fallen souls. So, sannyasi or a grihastha, goal of great Vaishnavas is to deliver the fallen souls. Whichever is applicable, whichever is necessary, they do everything. So Nityananda Prabhu, he was given certain assistance from Jagannath Puri. So with this assistance, he is coming from Jagannath Puri back to Bengal. Mahaprabhu told that he go back to Bengal and preach. So when he is coming back to Bengal, he was Abhiram Thakur. He was also coming with Nityananda Prabhu. Vasudeva Ghosh, Govinda Ghosh, Madhava Ghosh, these three great personalities who are the singers, who are the main singers in Nityananda Prabhu's party. Gadadhar Das, also part of Nityananda Prabhu's party. In this way, so many great devotees. Sridhama's incarnation is Abhiram Thakur Prabhu. They were coming back from Puri towards Navadvip Dham to praise the glories of the Lord. So Abhiram Thakur Prabhu, who is none other than Sridhama, who is a sister of Srimati Radharani, he stood in the threefold bending form playing a flute for 9 hours. All the devotees surrounding him performing kirtan. And in this way, the whole Nityananda's party, hearing Mahaprabhu's instruction, they are coming towards Navadvip. While walking ahead, they are not even such a great devotees, they are not even aware that they have a body. They are simply absorbed in Krishna consciousness, in chanting and hearing, chanting and dancing. They are walking towards Navadvip. And then, after reading certain time, they would ask the local people that, where is the road towards Ganga? And people say, what? You are going for Ganga? You are already 6 hours away from the road towards Ganga. 9 hours away from road towards Ganga. Then simply the devotees of Nityananda Prabhu, they would just laugh and smile. Then they go towards other direction. Simply absorbed in kirtan, chanting and dancing. And then after some time, they would ask the local people that, please, can you tell us where is the road towards Ganga? He would say, hi, you already came 20 miles away from Ganga. So then again they would smile and they continue. In this way, unaware of the external things, external world and external body, they are simply absorbed in kirtan and chanting of the holy name. Somehow or other, Nityananda Prabhu and their party, they reached Panihati. When they reached Panihati, in Raghav Pandit house, he was offered Nityananda Prabhu a beautiful seat on which Nityananda Prabhu was sitting, and he was absorbed in kirtan, and the devotees there are performing kirtan. Adhav Ghosh, Vasudeva Ghosh, Govinda Ghosh, they are singing, and in the beautiful kirtan, Nityananda Prabhu called Raghav Pandita and asked Raghav Pandit, can you bring me garland of Kadamba flowers? Raghavananda, Raghav Pandit, submissively spoke to Nityananda Prabhu, my dear Lord, these Kadamba flowers are not available now. They are available only during the time of before winters, before rainy season. Now it is rainy season. Those flowers are not available. Nityananda Prabhu said, you go to the courtyard and you bring Kadamba flowers. Simply obeying the order of Nityananda Prabhu, Raghav Pandit came and he saw a familiar sight which is so unfamiliar. What he saw? He saw in the branches of the lemon tree, the lime tree, he saw the beautiful Kadamba flowers are completely blossoming and so much of fragrance. He collected all the flowers, made a garland and offered on Nityananda Prabhu's neck. Nityananda Prabhu was so happy and the devotees are so amazed. They're all performing kirtan, so much absorption in the kirtan and dancing. Suddenly all the devotees, they experience the intoxicating fragrance of Damanaka flowers. They're wondering where this scent of Damanaka is coming from. Then to smile, he said, all of you experiencing the enchanting fragrance of intoxicating fragrance of Damanaka flowers. And Damanaka flower doesn't grow in Bengal, grows only in south of India. How come this fragrance is coming? All the devotees are wondering. That time Nityananda Prabhu said, this fragrance is coming from Mahaprabhu's garland, and by seeing your Kirtan, Mahaprabhu himself have personally come to this place. And in a form, he has come in a form which I only can see, and below that particular tree, Mahaprabhu is standing with the Damanaka flower garlands on his neck. The fragrance is emanating from there. The devotees hearing this, they all becomes ecstatic. They performed Kirtan, which went on for 3 months. No eating, no sleeping, no any other bodily activities. Continuously for 3 months, they performed non-stop Kirtan. That was their absorption. And Nityananda said that let this Krishna's Kirtan, Krishna's name, Mahaprabhu's grace, let it flood the whole Bengal. So he came out of Panihati. They went towards Saptagram. Then wherever Nityananda glanced, his glance is so intoxicating and transcendental. Nityananda's grace comes through the glance of his own glance. And whoever Nityananda glanced, they're all intoxicated with a love for Krishna similar to that of Nityananda's love. Just like when Nityananda glanced upon a devotee with the love of Krishna, the experience, they were not even able to hold it. They were not even able to bear it. The devotees are completely overwhelmed with the love for Krishna. They are all fainting like the tree, the uprooted tree falls in the ground. Just like the hurricane or wind, when it blows in the banana field, how the banana trees falls down. Similarly, whoever Nityananda glances, they're all completely intoxicated with Krishna Prem. In ecstasy, they're all fainting down. Later, they regain their consciousness and they were completely absorbed in Krishna. And some devotees who received Nityananda's grace through his glance, now they intoxicated with Krishna Prema, they were standing, they climbing on top of the tree, and some of them were dancing on the leaves, some of them were dancing on the tip of the tree, some of them were jumping to the tip of the tree, but nothing happens to them. In this way, the complete intoxication in Krishna consciousness. Devotees, Nityananda Prabhu's party, they were spreading Mahaprabhu's grace all over Bengal. In this way, they slowly approached Saptagrama. On the way again, Nityananda glances upon certain cowherd boys, children who are herding the goats or cows, calves. These children become intoxicated. They were completely in that intoxicated Krishna consciousness. They are uprooting trees, and the small kids are holding trees and they are jumping up and down and dancing. The parents of the children are so happy that they are not even bothered their child to return home. They were completely happy that they are all getting Prabhu's grace. So in this way, weeks and weeks, months and months, the Kirtan continued. They reached Saptagram, a place which is very notorious for its materialistic lifestyle, thieves and rogues. So such place, Saptagrama Mahaprabhu, Nityananda reached there, and he meets with Uddharananda Thakur. And Uddharananda Thakur is a Srila Prabhupada mentioned that their family is descending from Uddharananda Thakur. So there, Saptagrama, he meets with him, and Nityananda is Balaram himself, who is Supreme Lord. He could not even bear Brahma Suta's indecency and arrogance. He killed him with the grass. Now, say Nityananda, when he went to Saptagrama, he went all the people of Saptagrama. Though they are atheists, they are arrogant, they are full of pride. But Nityananda went and pleaded to them. And by saying Nityananda, everybody surrendered to Nityananda. The whole Saptagram became Krishna conscious. Then Nityananda went to Shantipur. He met with Advaita Acharya, and Advaita received Nityananda to understanding him as Balaram. They exchanged their loving affection with each other, being God brothers also. In this way, Nityananda stayed in Shantipur. Then he took permission from Advaita Acharya to go to Navadip Dham to meet Sachimata. And when he reached Navadip Dham, Sachimata saw Nityananda Prabhu. She became so overwhelmed and called Nityananda Prabhu and told him that just few days, just some time back, I was constantly remembering you. That will you not come here? Will I not be able to give you prasadam? So this Sachimata was so overwhelmed. And Nityananda Prabhu saw the same house where Nimai, as a child, spent his days. Same place where Nimai performed all childhood activities. And experiencing the love of Sachimata, Nityananda Prabhu stayed there in Navadip Dham and later got married to Vasudha and Janava Devi. Made his place Kardaha and Navadip as his main place. And there he spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Take to the names of chanting of Krishna's name. Follow Krishna's teaching and make Krishna is your life and soul. So in this way, we see the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace descending to Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu grace is available for anyone who willing to accept this grace. Even those who are not willing, Nityananda Prabhu is giving his grace very freely. So as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day, very soon coming in few days. So we all can pray to Nityananda Prabhu. He is a doorway through which we can get Mahaprabhu's grace. Srivas Thakur is Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Bhakta Shakti is Srivas Thakur. So when we approach Srivas Thakur by his grace, he is a spiritual master. By his grace, we can get the mercy of Advaita Acharya. Advaitam Harinat Advaitat. He is not different from Hari. Acharya Bhakti Shamshanat is Acharya because he is giving us how to perform. He is giving us knowledge of performance of devotional service. Not only he performs, but he also teaches through his own activities how one should perform devotional service. So we get Advaita Acharya's grace. And when we receive Advaita Acharya's grace, the spiritual master, we can achieve the grace of Nityananda Prabhu. Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. By his grace, one can enter into the transcendental realm, the Shuddha Sattva. So when we can enter into the Shuddha Sattva, the transcendental realm, Nityananda Prabhu is an existential potency, Sandhini potency. And because of his grace, we can get into the entrance into the spiritual world, spiritual dham. Vaikuntha is his potency. Vaikuntha is the existence of Krishna is Nityananda Prabhu, Balaram. So by his grace, he is a guru, he can enter into the spiritual realm. Then, when we enter into the spiritual realm, then we approach Gadadhar Pandita, who is Srimati Radharani's incarnation. So when we approach Gadadhar Pandita, Hladini potency of Krishna, then she, in the form of Gadadhar Pandita, he engages in the service of Radha and Krishna, who is non-different, who are combined together as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So then we can approach Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when we get Mahaprabhu's grace, then the door towards service to Radha Krishna opens to us. This way, for this Gaur Purnima is approaching, we can chant this Panchanata Pranam Mantra, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Not only that, after Srivas, Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, keeping Srivas Thakur as the head, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, the assembly of Gaura Bhaktas. So, who are those assembly? Unlimited devotees. Devotees of the past, devotees of the present, devotees of the future. Kaviraj Goswami prays in his Chaitanya Charitamrita that I am offering obeisances to all the audience, all the devotees who are going to read this Chaitanya Charitamrita. I am lower than the worm in the stool and offering obeisances to all the devotees who are going to read my Chaitanya Charitamrita. And because of Kaviraj Goswami's grace, Nityananda's grace, we got Kaviraj Goswami. And because of his grace, repeating Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace to Chaitanya Charitamrita, but Kaviraj Goswami's mode is that I am offering obeisances to all those who are readers who are not yet born. He is offering obeisances. So Srivasa the Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, that we offer obeisances to all the devotees who are in the past, the present, who are chanting next to us, who are coming to temple next to us, who are serving with us, and also those devotees who are not even born. So that should be our consciousness, that we are humbling ourselves and offering our pranams to all the devotees. And through this devotee's grace, we can approach Srivas Thakur. And because of his grace, we can approach Sri Advaita Acharya. And through Advaita Acharya's grace, we can approach Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda's grace, we can approach Gadadhar Pandita. And whose grace will give us Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu's grace, we can get ultimate perfection of life, that is prema, our loving devotion service unto divine couple Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. In this way, this Panchatattva is all of them are can see as spiritual masters, gurus, and because of their grace, Anarpita Charim Chirat, that which is unavailable before, been offered. So, in the understanding of Sri Prahlad Maharaj, that we can see how a devotee can, without much endeavor, can get Krishna's grace, whereas the demons, only they work hard, but they become completely effort and their endeavor become useless and fruitless because of their enmity towards Krishna. Kadanchana smriteryasmin dushkaram sukaram bhavet vismrite viparitam syad Sri Chaitanyam namamitam. Kadanchana smriteryasmin, somehow if a person can remember Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, Sukaram Shukaram Bhavet, that which is very difficult to achieve, becomes Sukaram, easily achieved. Smrite Viparitam Syad. But if anybody forgets Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, even this simple thing, even this easily doable thing becomes Sukaram Dushkaram Bhavet, Smrite Viparitam Syad. That will become Viparita, very difficult to achieve with the smallest. This way, Srila Prabhupada's grace, the devotee's grace, we can approach Panchatattva, and that grace our hope and desire is to experience Krishna's grace, and not only that, we will, to our best ability, share this grace with all humility and all compassion and with all gratitude towards others in whatever possible way. That can be the meditation on Gaur Purna. Hare Krishna. I think we already crossed the time limit, I think. Shall we stop here? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for very beautiful
Thank
class.
all of you for patiently listening, speaking something, whatever comes in my mind. Hare Krishna. Sorry,
Thanks.
Mataji, please.
No, thank you so much for very enlightening class, Prabhuji, and Gaur Purnima is approaching, and thank you for bringing the mood in serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. If anybody have any questions or realizations, please unmute yourself and go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Pranam, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you so much for today's class. So my question is that the yoga school of thought, they meditate on the universal form of the Lord, and the Sankhya school, they adopt this neti, So of course, both of them are focused on the same entity. That's the worshipping the transcendental form of the Lord. So my question is, supposing if there's no devotee to explain to them, so like that, what is their destination? They continue being there in the which planetary, like how does it happen? They are in the impersonal Brahman, they continue being there. I mean, how does it happen?
The impersonalism There's two ways of impersonalism. One is that they accept Krishna's form, but somehow that they are attached to Krishna's entity without form. So just like your father, mother may be there, two children are there. One child like mother, father when in the home. And some child like mother, father when father goes to some office, something he likes father in that attire. The same Krishna, but different people approach Krishna. So Krishna has three levels, three features. Bhagavan, Paramatma, and Brahman. What is Bhagavan means? Bhagavan is a complete form. He has all opulences, all transcendental qualities. So, but the same Bhagavan, if a person doesn't want to see his qualities and doesn't want to see his form, he can see him in a formless way. So certain people, for jnanis, they're attracted to Krishna in the form of his formlessness. So they can approach Krishna in that way. So they will reach Krishna's impersonal Brahmajyoti. But at the same time, they are not deriding Krishna's form as Maya, Krishna's form as illusories. So these are different kind of impersonalists. But there are some other impersonalists who consider Krishna's form as material, Krishna's form as Maya. So they become enemies of Krishna. Mayavadi, Krishna, Paradi. So because of their offense towards Krishna, their elevation is practically impossible. So the offenders of Krishna. So they won't be, if they're offending Krishna, if they're offending Krishna's creation, this material world as mithya, they say this world is false. So Krishna created this world and they say this is a false. This is not offensive attitude. So in such offensive attitude, their advancement in spiritual life is very, very temporary and very transient. So they work hard, they perform so much of austerities and study and so much of tapasya. But they cannot achieve the ultimate perfection because of the offense towards Krishna's form, Krishna's creation. But at the same time, if any other impersonalist who accept Krishna's form, they accept Krishna's form as a real, they don't say it's Maya, but they're attracted towards Krishna's formless feature, they can attain Krishna's impersonal effulgence. And from there, they can also go further advance, go to Krishna's spiritual world. In this way, we say two kinds of impersonalists. One is called as Brahmavadis, another is called as Mayavadis. The Mayavadis are offenders of Krishna. And the Brahmavadis, who are not offenders of Krishna, but they simply attracted towards Krishna's impersonal form. Such kind of Brahmavadis we say, Sukadeva Goswami, or Kumaras. Sukadeva Goswami, Ittam Bodha Gunogari, Atma Ramasya Munayo, Nirgranti Uravikrame, Atma Ramasya Munayo. So they are completely absorbed in self. Kurvanti Ahaityakam Bhakti. Atma Ramasya Munayo Nirgranti Api Uravikrame. Kurvanti Ahaityakam Bhakti Ittam Bodha Gunogari. But when they hear Krishna's transcendental form, even though they are attracted towards impersonal features of Krishna, when they hear Krishna's beautiful transcendental pastimes, his form, his beauty, was so attracted, he gave up that impersonal attachment and he became devotee of Krishna, and thus person speaks Srimad Bhagavatam. So because of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami become transformed from impersonal devotee to become personal devotee. And then he repeats the same Srimad Bhagavatam with all realization. Similarly, we see four Kumaras, though they are attached to impersonal Brahman, but when they smell the fragrance of tulsi leaves which are placed in the lotus feet of Krishna, just by the fragrance, like we discussed today, Damanaka flower fragrance, which is coming from Damanaka flower, which was just a garland worn by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the devotees become intoxicated. 4 Kumaras become intoxicated by the Tulasi, fragrance of Tulasi flower coming from Krishna's lotus feet. So they also become demons. So in this way, the impersonalists who are not offenders of Krishna's form, Krishna's creation, they can become devotees with special grace. But those who are offenders of Krishna, Mayavadis, for them it is very difficult unless they get the grace of devotees. Is that somewhat okay, Mataji?
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. So the Mayavadis, they will go to the hellish planets?
If they offend Krishna and the devotees, because basically Krishna is very merciful and very considerate. So it's all depend on Krishna. You can't say because you see when Mahaprabhu meets Prakashananda Saraswati and others in Varanasi, Prabhupada writes there that these Mayavadis, even though they are offenders of Krishna, in fact Mahaprabhu took sannyas just to deliver them. Just to deliver the Kashi Mayavadis, Mahaprabhu took sannyas. And then after reaching Kashi, Varanasi, Mahaprabhu was performing Kirtan there. The whole Kashi, Varanasi became inundated. Krishna Prem, Mahaprabhu's grace. They were attracted to Sankirtan, except these Mayavadis. For quite a number at that time. They were not thinking that this sannyasi is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is performing. They are not even able to say the word Krishna. He is just chanting like a madman, like a sentimental fellow. He doesn't have any intelligence. They were not at all going to receive Mahaprabhu's grace. Neither Mahaprabhu went to meet them. So Mahaprabhu did not like to go to meet them because they are offenders of Krishna. And this Mayavadi, they did not go to Mahaprabhu because they were not impressed by him because he's sentimentally chanting, not studying Vedanta Sutra. They would simply criticize Mahaprabhu. So this is their offending. But the devotees there, Chandrasekhar Acharya, he wanted that Tapan Mishra. They wanted somehow that if Mahaprabhu gives his grace, this Kashir Mayavadis, the miscreants and dacoits like Jagai and Madhai, those are sinful people, they are delivered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace. The ignorant people, innocent people, the sinful dacoits and the miscreants, they are all inundated with the ultimate perfection of life, that is Krishna Prema. But here, these Mayavadis were great, powerful renunciates who follow the Shastric injunction to every detail, who perform austerities, who undertake a lot of difficulties in studying the Sanskrit language and take a lot of difficulties in performing all the rituals and all the particularities of the Shastra which are given by Krishna. But the enemies of Krishna was given them all. So such kind of people, they are completely avoiding the flood of Krishna Prem which Mahaprabhu is freely delivering. So it is better to be a sinful person, better to be an ignorant and fool or a miscreant or sinful, but receive Krishna's grace, Mahaprabhu's grace. But here, these great Brahmanas, great personification of austerities, great scholars, but they are completely tactfully, they have become expert in avoiding the flood of Mahaprabhu's grace. So here, in between them, Mahaprabhu, who is personification of grace, and here the Mayavadis were expert in avoiding any kind of flood, grace of flood. They complete expert in avoiding even a drop of that flood water of mercy touching them. So here in between these two of them, the devotee's grace comes in. Chandrasekhar Acharya, Kapan Mishra, somehow or other, the request when Maharashtrian Brahmana was there, somehow or other he came and pleading with folded hands, he paid obeisance to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, "My dear Lord, please come to my home for lunch prasadam." And he was very fearful. He was telling, I also invited these Kashir Mayavadi sannyasis. So the Vaishnavas doesn't like to see the Mayavadi's face also because they are offenders of Krishna. But here, when Mahaprabhu saw the devotees, so Mahaprabhu's grace was, when devotees are inclined towards anybody, Mahaprabhu goes to any extent. Even though he himself was offended, Mahaprabhu said that these Kashmir Mayavadis are cutting my limbs. Imagine if a person is standing alive and somebody is taking a sword and cutting their limbs slowly, not even fully. Take a blade and cut slowly in the hand, then the leg, then the finger, then the eyes. So this is what Mayavadis exactly do. Mahaprabhu said that these Kashmir Mayavadis are cutting my limbs. So Mahaprabhu practically he spoke directly that these Mayavadis are cutting his limbs. But such a people, Mahaprabhu, by accepting the devotee's grace, Mahaprabhu tolerantly, mercifully, he went there and delivered his Mayavadis. Srila Prabhupada says, this Mayavadis, one qualification also you can see, they are strictly following Krishna's instruction in the Shastras. In what sense? The Shastra says Sanyasa should be like this. Follow strictly renunciation. They don't even look at the direction of opposite sex. They perform all austerities, all kind of rules and regulations. Study of the Shastra. It's not easy. It's a very tough life. Sleep less, eat less. Study Shastra very diligently. Perform all the rules and or follow all the rules and regulations. All these things. Top of that, they are in Krishna. So in that sense, Mahaprabhu went and gave his grace and blessings only because of devotees' prayers, and also it is Mahaprabhu's great tolerance. Even though a person is cutting my limbs, just Nityananda Prabhu was attacked by Jagai Madai, and Nityananda Prabhu pardoned them and gave Krishna prema. Similarly, Mayavadis are Jagai Madai of their own variety. They consciously, at least intoxicated nature, Madai hit Nityananda Prabhu. But here, these people are consciously, expertly, they take Krishna's own gift and kill Krishna with the same gift that is Shastra. So in this way, they are one of the worst candidates. But Mahaprabhu gave his supreme grace because of the devotees' prayers and Mahaprabhu's own grace. Is that okay, Mataji?
Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the elaborate explanation. So these Mayavadis, they even worship some deities like Lord Shiva and Sun God and Shakti and something.
It's like a drama. Like if in a drama somebody is taking the role of Shiva, somebody taking the role of Vishnu, and somebody taking the role of Nrsimhadev, and another person taking the role of Prahlad Maharaj. So the person who taken Prahlad Maharaj role, he knows that that Nrsimhadev is my, he knows he's somebody, he knows. So he knows that he is not Lord Nrsimhadev, but he has just act in the drama. And after the curtain is open, even though he's Nrsimhadev, this boy may just slap him or sit on his body, joke with him and talk to him. So it's like a drama. So like that, they do the drama worshipping Lord Vishnu or Shiva, Surya, Ganesh, Kartikeya, Durga. But this worship is like a drama. In what sense? Because ultimately this Surya or Kartikeya or Ganapati or Shiva, Durga, Vishnu, they are not real. They are just temporarily, just for me to concentrate. When I achieve some perfection, I'll just throw them away. Just like Ganapati Puja, people take Ganapati and throw in the water. Only that is bona fide. But here they worship Vishnu, and finally Vishnu is not there. Vishnu is not existing. Just I'm doing this worship just for the time being, for some temporary benefit. For some benefit after that, I throw him. Myself, Vishnu, or sake. That kind of worship. That's why they are Mahaprabhu calls them that they are killing me, they are cutting my limbs. Is that correct, Mataji?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So last question. So they wouldn't even disregard their guru who's actually training them once they get the perfection. Is that so?
Siddhanta is that there is only one Atma. That Atma is Brahma, absolute truth. So the only one person is existing, and rest everything is illusion. So only one person is existing. If the Guru is existing, then I am false. If I am existing, Guru is false. So that is a problem. If there is only one Atma in the whole existence, and that Atma, who is that Atma? That Atma is Brahma, God. So they accept one God. They accept that one God, everything else is illusion. That one God is myself. So if the only one God or one Atma, when Brahman is existing, everything else is Mithya, then Guru has to be Mithya. If Guru is also existing, then it becomes two Atma, myself and my Guru. That they don't accept it. Only one Atma is existing. They call it Ekatmavadis, Advaitis. They are also called Mayavadis. Why? Mayavadi is a nickname, derogatory name given to Vaishnavas to them. If you call them Mayavadi, they become offended. So they say everything is Maya, except myself, everything is Maya. Except Brahma, everything is Maya. So they call Maya.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Eternally indebted.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for wonderful answer, and thank you, Mataji, for wonderful question.
How to please Lord Nityananda? What we should approach Nityananda? Some question came in the chat. You would like to say something about it? Mataji, you want to say?
By pleasing the Vaishnavas, Prabhuji, I would just say that pleasing, because we can do only indirect service. I mean, you're directly connected to the Guru and to worshipping the deities, but we are not connected. I mean, we cannot do direct worship. So by pleasing the Vaishnavas, by serving the devotees sincerely, unconditionally, always being grateful, eternally being indebted.
Mataji said that how to please Nityananda, Nityananda Prabhu, by pleasing the Vaishnavas. By pleasing Vaishnavas, Nityananda Prabhu is pleased. Hare Krishna. One time His Grace Jananiwas Prabhu asked a question. How we can say a person has achieved Nityananda Prabhu's grace? You can achieve the grace of anybody when you please him. So how to please him? When we see somebody who achieved Nityananda Prabhu's grace, then we understand that he has pleased Nityananda Prabhu. So then he asks, what is the symptom that a person has achieved Nityananda Prabhu's grace? So different devotees said different answers. But then His Grace Jananiwas Prabhu said that symptom that a person has achieved Nityananda Prabhu's grace is that that person is always happy in devotional service. So when you see a devotee is very happily engaged in Krishna consciousness, enthusiastically, that means that person is received the mercy of Nityananda. So to such devotees, we should ask what is the secret that you achieved Nityananda grace, because you are always happy and ecstatic and enthusiastic in performing devotional service. From that person, we should learn how to please Nityananda Prabhu, because he has pleased Nityananda Prabhu, and because of that, he is now happily. Aha, Prabhu Nityananda, Premananda Sukhi, Kripavala Kanatvaru, Abhi Bada Dukhi, that I am unhappy for Nityananda Prabhu. Please make me happy in performing devotional service. So we should approach the devotees who are happy performing. Like,
Prabhuji, there is one more question in the chat box, Prabhu. Srinivas Prabhu is saying that thank you for wonderful class, and what is the Brahman platform, Prabhuji?
who is organizer here, Mataji, Prabhuji? How long can go? So the time is there.
Prabhuji,
Yeah,
another 5 minutes or 10 minutes, Prabhu max. Yeah.
Okay. One is Brahman platform. Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattam yad jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti shabdyate. That is a Srimad Bhagavatam verse. That Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattam yad jnanam advayam. Advaya means it is only one truth. That Advaya, one truth, is manifested in three features. So one is called Bhagavan and it's Brahman, Paramatma. So Srila Prabhupada gives the example of looking at the mountain from the distance. Same mountain is seen by three kinds of people. One person is seeing from distance. He sees some kind of a hazy, fish, some kind of hazy atmosphere. And the person comes nearby. He sees trees are there, some rocks are there, maybe some waterfall he sees from distance. Another person enters into the mountain and he sees various beautiful trees, flowers, and animals over there, and all varieties he sees. So it's not that three of them are looking at three different things. They're all looking at the same thing, but in three different ways. So similarly, just like an eatable meal, somebody is only looking at the distance, somebody is tasting it, somebody is seeing its color. They are looking at the same thing, but somebody who eats it, who experiences taste, experiences color, he completely enjoys that eatable. But somebody only sees, if we go to some shops, we see in the glass case, some people, laddu or rasgullas are kept. But they're also saying that, but somebody who eats it, he enjoys it completely. Somebody who only touches it, he's in a second category. He's not only seeing, but he's also touching it. But somebody is eating it, he gets complete satisfaction. Similarly, when they're all looking at Krishna, but looking at Krishna, the Brahman platform means somebody is only watching from distance. Somebody comes to Paramatma feature means he is also touching it, but he's not experiencing or tasting it. But somebody is approached Bhagavan feature, he actually not only sees it, touches it, but he also tastes it. That's why it's called as complete understanding. Bhagavan feature. So Brahman is a beginning feature. But nevertheless, the word Brahman is a little bit of a tricky word. Athato Brahma Jignasa. We say Brahma, the word also refers to Krishna. In the sense, Brahma means, in a general understanding, it is absolute truth. That Brahman, this absolute truth, is divided into three. It's seen in three features: Brahman, Paramatma. So you should not get confused with the word Brahman. Brahman in general means the absolute truth. And that absolute truth, Brahman, can be seen in three different features. One is called Brahman, Paramatma, and Brahman. So Krishna is also called Brahman because he is absolute truth. Paramatma is also called as Brahman because Paramatma is absolute truth. Brahman is also called Brahman because Brahman is absolute. So Athato Brahma Jignasa means let us inquire about Brahman, absolute truth. That means let us inquire about Krishna. So the word Brahman can be refers to absolute truth Bhagavan. Brahman can be also refers to Paramatma. Brahman can also refers to Brahman, impersonal Brahman. Word Brahman can also refers to Chaturmukha Brahma, four-headed Brahma. Word Brahma can also refers to the Atma. The word Brahma can also refers to the Jivatma also, as well as a Brahmana. Brahma can also refers to a Brahman. In this way, the one word has different meanings. So we have to see in the context. When you say Athato Brahma Jignasa, that particular place, the word Brahma refers to absolute truth. And at the same time, when the word Brahman is spoken in the context of Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, that Brahman refers to the impersonal effulgence of Bhagavan. At the same time, when the word Brahma is spoken in Gita and some places, that word Brahma refers to Atma. And other places, the word Brahma also refers to Chaturmukha Brahma. Correct.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Anybody have any other questions or you'd like to share anything? If nobody have any question, can we end the call here, Prabhuji?
I thank all the devotees for patiently hearing, and my gratitude and thanks to the organizers who considered me to be with all of you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Prabhupada ki
joining.
jai.
Yeah,
Srimad
thank you so
Bhagavatam
much
ki
for beautiful class, Prabhu. We are very grateful to you, and we look
jai.
forward for your session again and again in the future, Prabhuji. Let us pay obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Tarubhyasya कृपा
Sindhu
सिन्धुभ्यो पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
and Andhra Srimad
नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय
Nityananda Prabhuji ki
जय
jai.
Sanga.
Ki Jai.
Jai, Jai.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat pranam,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Thank
Radhe
you.
Radhe.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Hari Bol. Thank you, dear devotees, for joining today's class. We'll meet tomorrow. And tomorrow timings are going to change. Keep that in your mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hare
thank you.
Krishna.
Thank you so much for reminder.
Radhe Radhe.
Prabhuji.